0 off the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
You. Go. By five. Here we go. By five.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Wolf, right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Back to throw. Wolf steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
You can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wolf looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
56 is the mic. Switch. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
We play to win. Let's go.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Wolf. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Wolf. And got a man. It's Woods. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wolf. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, LA! As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 43. He's coming. No.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Max 56. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 50. Man. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Wolf. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check curls. Check 50. Ready.
To throw again, Wolf.
Big stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mark 55, exit. 55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing away at the 35. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
On the give, this is Cohen. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Down to lose one. 555.
Throwing to start the drive. Wolf, he's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 18 yards to pick up there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitive.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
60 Pittsburgh. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the set. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 1st down. Wolf. Buying time to his left. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. Wolf. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check it out, Reed.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Switch up. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald. And that may do it for this NFC title game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set. Yeah, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
58, the Mike. And watch that. And watch the ball. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may do it for this NFC title game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.